welcome back. If you've missed out, I'm just going to give you a quick briefing on of exactly what we've done so far, right? I've taken our chicken, right? I've put the olives in, I've seasoned it up quite nicely. I have my Napolitana reduction, which is ready to go. Right, where we left off was the pasta. What I've done with it is I allowed it to cook till al dente, and then I've rinsed it off in ice cold water because I want to stop the cooking process. An item does not stop cooking until it's consumed or dipped in ice water. So as you can see, it's ice cold the exact way I wanted it, right? So we're going to take off again by warming up our chicken, right, which was undercooked, and then we allowed it to rest for a few minutes. We've put it back on the stove because I want to finish off the dish now. So I just pop it back on. I'm just going to warm up my Napolitana as well. Right, get this nice and hot, get my chicken nice and hot, and then we're going to finish it off. So just a quick toss up, because the reason we have undercooked our chicken, for guys who didn't see it, is this is the final process. I want to completely cook my chicken now. I do not want it dry and stringy. I still want it moist and succulent in the mouth. Right, so that's on. Right, and not forgetting, of course, our prawns. The reason I kept our prawns for last is because I do not want it overcooked. So I'm just going to allow my pan to heat up. Then I'm going to throw my Napolitana sauce inside, which seems to be boiling right now. So just grab a spoon quickly. Right, still a bit of Napolitana in it. Right, and I'm just going to allow this to cook. I'm going to allow your chicken to merge with your Napolitana sauce. So I've put a bit of extra. I'm going to allow it to reduce. I want it to come, I do not want a completely tomato. I just want it coated. I want your pasta coated in tomato, not completely submerged in it. So I'm popping it in there just to merge our flavors, and we'll be good to go. Right, I'm going to throw my prawns in now to allow it to cook with the chicken. Right, as you can see, I'm using an L1 prawn. This is an Argentinian prawn. There are various different prawns. You get a black tiger, you get a white tiger. I prefer the Argentinian for the reason is it is a lot sweeter texture compared to your black tiger or your white tiger prawn. So it is the texture and the sweetness very, very close to a langoustine, right? Which is basically a sweeter meat. All right, so just a quick warm up, allow it to reduce. Right, another quick tip for cooking at home: you can pre-cook your Napolitana the day before. Even you can cut your chicken, have everything ready. Putting it together is really, really simple. And a lot of our housewives come home from work and they're always in a rush to prepare something. So if you actually make this and you leave it aside, putting it together will take you maximum 10 minutes, and you've got a meal, you've got dinner served. As you can see, this is smelling brilliant, and I'm just going to give it a quick taste. Brilliant tomato flavor coming through. You can actually taste that fresh basil as well. Right, boom. And as you can see here, our prawn is almost cooked. And when your prawn is almost cooked, that is when you want to add your pasta in it. Right, so there. Just gonna pop my pasta in. As you can see on the pasta itself, there is no oil residue on it. So my tomato will definitely be sticking to this. Oh, it's looking brilliant at the moment. My quick warm up. We're leaving it on for a little bit more because I want to warm up my pasta again, because it was hot. I made it ice cold, and now I'm warming it up again with my sauce. So I'm allowing all my flavors to merge into each other. So my tomato, my olives, the oregano, the paprika, everything's going to absorb into your pasta right now, and that is the secret to an amazing dish, is merging all your flavors together, and each flavor needs to complement the other flavor. So, oh, it's smelling even brilliant. Right, and I'll just get a plate up. Right, our pasta is ready to go. So I'm just going to be plating up here. So what I am doing here is I am throwing my chicken and I'm throwing my pasta at the bottom, and I want to throw my prawn right on top, right? Because I want to add height to my dish. So I'll throw my prawns on top. Right. Throw in a bit of olives. Right, so that is done. Right, so then we're just gonna toss over some Parmesan cheese. Sorry, I prefer using my hand. Don't be scared to use Parmesan cheese. Who doesn't love cheese? Everybody loves cheese, so go for it. Throw as much as you possibly can on. I'm just gonna pop some of my cashews. Right, and a little bit of garnish. Right, a little bit of thyme. And our chefs love to clean our plates. We do not send out plates which are even a little bit dirty. Right, if you want, you can just pop a basil leaf on it. Right, just one leaf, and there you go. Simple, easy chicken and prawn pasta. A little bit of a twist. We are using a bit of Indian spices and a bit of English mixed with it. And trust me, I'm going to indulge in this currently. And you can catch our recipes online, and we are streaming live from our website, which is www.deentv.co.za. Right, you can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, or on Facebook. So if you'd like anything, if you'd like us to prepare anything for you, or you want to see something a bit different, please do send us emails. We will reply, and we will be making those dishes up for you. Thank you once again for joining me. I'm Chef Ismail Arbee, and I'll see you next time. Take care. For you guys at home who didn't understand how to make the Napolitana sauce, I'm going to show you in detail exactly how to make it. So I'm going to run you through the ingredients. I've got paprika, oregano, salt, pepper, oil, water, onions, fresh basil, fresh garlics, fresh chili in olive oil, bay leaves, and I've got some jam tomatoes. The reason I'm using jam tomatoes is dissolves a lot faster and will make your gravy a lot better. So first step, I'm gonna add some olive oil to my pot. With the Napolitana, it is a lengthy process. You cannot rush the process. If you do rush the process, you're not gonna get a good end result. So this needs to sit on for a minimum half an hour to 45 minutes. So my olive oil is in, enough onion in there. You're going to use approximately half an onion in using about 8 to 10 jam tomatoes. So onion goes in. Just going to pop in my garlic. Right, you want to be generous with your onion and your garlic. You want to allow that flavor to seep in. So I'm just going to use 3 cloves of garlic. gonna fry it off nicely. Then I'm gonna add in my bay leaves, which I'm just gonna crush a little. Crush it in, give it a mix. Right, and allow this to fry till your onions are transparent. Right, you don't want to brown your onions because then you're going to get a bitter taste in your Napolitana itself. So you just want to make them transparent and you go. So I'm just going to step over to this side. I'm just going to chop up my tomatoes quickly. Right, quick. If you do want to rush the process, you can cut your tomatoes a lot finer. It will dissolve a lot faster as well. Right, that's getting there. While my onions, garlic and my bay leaves are frying off, I just want to add some paprika. I'm frying it off as well because I want to extract the flavor. Alright, a nice amount of paprika. Then I'm going to throw some oregano inside. And do not be scared to throw in the oregano because that adds a lot of flavor to your tomato. Right, the reason you can use a tin tomato, however it will be a little bit acidic, which is what you don't want. So I prefer using my fresh tomato and you're good. Right. And you can just smell those flavors coming out of the oregano already. Just by frying off your spices, it makes a huge difference to your end results because your flavors are extracted, and that's what the trick is with food, is to allow your flavors to extract. Right. If you'd like, at home, for convenience, you can throw it into a blender, right? You can blend it up into basically a liquid form, right? Which will make life a lot easier. However, I want that little bit of chunkiness in my Napolitana. So this is frying off beautifully. I wish you guys at home could smell this. Oh, phenomenal. All right, my tomatoes go in. Give it a nice mix. Right, you want to fry off your tomatoes first and then we're going to add in the water. So just going to give it a nice fry. Allow the flavors of the oregano, the paprika to merge with the tomato. Let your bay leaves flow in, and as I said before, that is the trick to good food, is allowing your flavors to merge, which is really, really important, and which is the common mistake that people make. What they prefer doing is they rush the process. You never ever rush a process that is meant to take time, because it takes time because you are settling in your flavors and you're trying to get in as much flavor as possible. Right, so I'm just frying them off, not till they brown or change color, just a quick fry off, and then I'm going to throw in my water. Alright, I throw in my water. You can put a lid on this just to get that boil going, and you allow it to reduce. Reducing is completely different from boiling. Reducing is you've got it on a low heat and on a slow simmer, and it's dropping down. When you boil it too much, you don't get those flavors merging because it's just bubbling all the way. So just a simmer, just allow it to reduce, and you'll end up with an amazing product at the end. So this will take about a half an hour, 45 minutes. As you can see, this has reduced amazingly. I'm just going to take some fresh basil. You always add your basil right at the end. You're going to keep that basil flavor rolling. So last but not least, our basil goes in. A quick toss. And there you have an amazing Napolitana.